We're going to finish our seam sample, and whenever you use a woven fabric, which is what all of you are using for your seam, you're going to have to finish the edges. And if you remember, we use zigzag. So let me show you the settings that we have for zigzag. The only thing that you have to do is move the A to a C. And what you want to do is make this a little larger and turn this to 3 or 2.5. Now we're going to go down to this edge, and we want to sew as close as we can to the edge of the fabric to prevent raveling. If you notice, the stitching is going crooked and zigzaggy, and when you do that, that prevents the fabric from raveling. When you launder your fabric, it also gives it a nice finished edge, so the inside of your garment looks very nice. Once you're finished, you're just going to take it off, start and stop with your thread take up, and then cut your thread. You do not have to backstitch when you zigzag. Remember, I'm only going through one layer of the seam. You do not want to sew through everything. Then you're going to flip everything over and only have the other side of the seam out. Do not sew through more than one layer of fabric. It's only one layer. I'm going to set my machine up so my needle's down right on the very edge. The closer you can get to the edge, the better. If your zigzag happens to go off the edge in a couple of places, that's better than being far away. Otherwise, your fabric's going to ravel up to your stitching. When you're done, again, start and stop with your thread take up, cut your seams or your threads, and then you're going to take both of your seams together and you're going to clip your corners. Every time you sew, you just chop off those corners. You can do them together like this, or you can do them individually like I'm doing right now. And then the very last step you're going to do is trim your notches. Whenever you sew a garment, you always cut off the notches once you're finished. Put your name on it, turn it in your periods basket, and you have a finished seam sample. It should be like this on the inside with the seams up, and it should look flat and smooth on the outside with a nice straight line.